Well, my friends, 2025 was an absolutely insane year here on YouTube. In this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at my top 10 favorite trophies that I got back in 2025. It was so hard to choose, but I really tried to pick the top 10 most insane ones. I've gotten a lot of crazy trophies this year. If you want to see all of my trophies here on PC, definitely check out my Lodge tour. I'm going to be doing an updated one here very soon. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be taking a gander back in time and having a look at all the coolest trophies that I've gotten last year at this point. It is 2026 now, here in the Hunter called Wild. Without further ado, my friends, as always, my name is Squid, you're watching Squidster Outdoors, and out here on the beautiful map of Squidster Park for a nice casual hunt while I record this video, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So coming in at number 10, I don't know what's going on with that goose there in the background, Sheepers Creepers, bro. Coming in at number 10 here on our list today is going to be my first ever Great One pheasant. Kind of fits the theme perfectly out here on Squidster Park. Now, this was such an insane moment for me because I was really doing the pheasant grind a ton right when I made the switch to PC. For those of you guys that didn't know, I played on PlayStation for 7 of the 8 years that I've been playing this game, and my account here on PC is only a little over a year old. And when I first made the switch to PC, I instantly started grinding for the crocodiles. And from that point, once I got enough money to set up my first grind, which in fact was the fallow deer, I spawned my second ever at that point, fallow deer Great One, first ever on PC, stacked cash, set up another grind, and now I have like 9 grinds set up a year later. That's pretty much all I do here on PC is grind, despite the fact that I do casual hunt quite a bit in my own time, but unfortunately casual hunting content doesn't do very well on YouTube in the modern day, mainly just the grinding content that does well. But yeah, this pheasant spawned, I think it was like 1,300 kills, work with me, this was like a year ago, and oh my goodness, just the plumage on these pheasants are absolutely ridiculous how good they look. So fortunate to have 2 of them to this day. I really do need to get back out on the pheasant grind. But yeah, that was such an insane moment. And I'm so thankful to have not 1 but 2 pheasant Great Ones, in fact, to this day, in my trophy lodge. So coming in at number 9 here on our list today is going to be my first ever Great One black bear. Now, I do have 4. But my first ever one, I'll never forget it, was 1,300 kills. It was the fabled spotted, and I shot it with a bow. It was such an insane experience. And to this day, the black bear grind is still my favorite. There's not another grind that even comes close. The black bear grind is an absolute blast. It's just so relaxing. There's nothing better than the Rocky Mountains at 7 AM shooting bears. Despite the fact that I'm currently 14,000 kills into a black bear grind, but hey, that's okay. It's still my favorite. I had 4 very short grinds. The first one, like I said, was 1,300. The one after was 10, then 400 and something, and then 40. So, kind of in for a long grind, right? But hey man, the black bear are so beautiful. I have 2 spotteds and 2 spirits to this day. The grind is just so freaking amazing. If you've never grinded black bear, I would suggest the grind. Check out my black bear Great One guide. It is so much fun. Look at this goose flying into a tree. Not anymore, he's not. But yeah, I've spawned countless diamonds from the grind, and I'm just generally so thankful to have those 4 Great One bears in my lodge. So coming in at number 8 here on our list today is going to be my super rare melanistic whitetail deer. Now, this trophy specifically, actually more of an albino, but to say super rare whitetail in general has always been a dream of mine in this game, and I was fortunate enough to get it on my first ever whitetail grind, before I even spawned the dang Great One, which is probably a reason why my first grind took 2,000 and some kills if I remember correctly. But this trophy is one of my favorite trophies, if not my favorite of all time. There's only one other trophy that comes close to this, and we'll be talking about that in today's video as well. This is just as insane as it gets, man. Almost as insane as lagged as this server is. I can barely even pick up the harvests. I mean, the rack is giant, the fur is amazing. I was freaking out when I spawned this. The YouTube short is actually one of my most popular YouTube shorts ever. And it was when I spawned this that I was hooked with the whitetail grind. I mean, I'm a huge whitetail hunter. In fact, there's an IRL trophy in this video. And to have a super rare whitetail in my trophy lodge, probably the only one I'll ever find at that matter, is so insane. I mean, insane is an understatement. It's on another level. Literally, could not ask for a better trophy. Besides the typical rack, obviously. I mean, everybody wants a typical rack whitetail. Drop that raccoon there. But yeah, yeah, that's just the best way to describe it is yeah. It's amazing, man. 1,000,000 out of 10 trophy. So coming in at number 7 here on our list today is going to be my classic rack mule deer, which is in fact my favorite great one to this day out of all 30. This trophy is just so freaking sick. As someone who's played the Hunter Classic since I made the switch to PC, and I just cannot stop. I love the Hunter Classic. It's a very, very fun game. Kind of getting sick of not being able to pick up my kills here. Might have to switch servers. You know, the Hunter Classic just holds a very, very special place in my heart. For people like Flinter, I'm sure you guys all know who he is, who's gone back like literally over 10 years making YouTube videos on that game. And the fact that Call of the Wild was, developed by the same people, and in a way, Classic kind of, made Call of the Wild a thing. The fact that I have the classic rack mule deer in my lodge, which is named after the 400 non-tip rack and the Hunter Classic for the mule deer, I'm so thankful. And there's no different mule deer great one that I would rather have. I grinded for that classic rack until I got it. It took me a very long time, but I did eventually put one in my lodge. I think it is with the Dripple Drizzle fur type, if I do remember correctly. I pay more attention to the rack than the fur name. But yeah, I think it's 600 and something inches. It's crazy. I spawned it late at night so I couldn't scream, so I was just like hyperventilating. But yeah, my favorite great one of all time. If I had to pick one great one to choose and for some reason get rid of all of them, I'd probably pick that one in a heartbeat. Oh, look at this. It finally let me pick up the raccoon dog I clicked harvest on 4 minutes ago. Yeah, I love that great one. Amazing trophy. Alrighty, folks. So coming in at number 6 here on our list today is going to be my first ever Great One Wolf, my fabled Twin Soul. It was such an insane stream when shooting this thing, because of the fact that 2 kills into my grind after I spawned this Twin Soul, another one spawned, so I got to shoot 2 in the same stream. It was an insane live stream. Drop a W down below if you remember that. Such a blast, man. But the Twin Soul is the sickest thing I have ever seen. It is so freaking sick, man. Okay, I clicked claim a couple times. We're just gonna have to move on here. Just look at it. One eye's brown, one eye's blue. It's black and white. It's just insane is what it is. They should have named it the Insane One. Like me. I'm insane. I'm just not very cool looking. That's interesting. I don't know what that pheasant's doing. I gotta get out of this server, dude. This server's so lagged. But yeah, that wolf took me, I think, 500 and something kills, if I remember correctly. Finally. Nice level 5 there. Yoinked that guy. And I still love the wolf grind. The only thing is, I kind of got burnt out of it because of how much I grinded them right off the bat. I'm currently 2,000 and some kills into a grind. I don't know what it is, but I think I've had so many short grinds this year, all the long ones are starting to catch up with me. And I hate shooting them at night. That's the only thing. If they drank 4 to 8, life would be so much better. But still a really, really fun grind. Really, really beautiful trophies you get out of it. Come on, let me claim it. And I'm so fortunate I was able to put one in my lodge, man. Not 1, but 2 now. 3 technically, but I messed up the 3rd one because I tried to shoot it with the Gantair. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, gotta love it, man. The wolves are so cool. Was that melanistic? Is that a thing for Thunderbean? No, I think it's just the lighting. Definitely just the lighting. Okay, never mind. Squid's tweaking. Come on, let me pick you up. Alright, bro, I gotta get out of this server. I can't take this anymore. This is absurd. One last kill. Goodbye. Alrighty, folks, we're on my own map now. And coming in at number 5 here on our list today is going to be my first ever Great One Wild Boar. Now, the Wild Boar Great One grind just came out, and it's my second favorite grind in the game. It's so much fun. It's amazing. It's so relaxing. It compares really, really good with the bears in the sense of how relaxing it is. I have so much fun with the Wild Boar. My first one that I did spawn was the Fabled Brindle, I think it was, and then I spawned a Fabled Smolder in only 100 kills, so... My first grind, I think, was, can't remember, 1,000, maybe it was over 2,000. I don't remember the number. Go watch the video. But man, was it a blast. And it still is. I literally just spawned Kendall Gray, his first ever Great One Wild Boar. The collab for that Great One is out now. Took him on another guided hunt. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I'm currently on another Wild Boar grind, just shooting away, waiting for another one to spawn. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite grinds, like literally ever. I would strongly suggest it. It's super easy to set up. Again, I have a Great One guide for that species on my channel. Great One guide for every species besides tar. And the Fabled Smolder, I think, is my favorite one I've gotten so far. I think the Smolder looks the most realistic. Looks the most cool in my opinion. But I can't wait till I spawn another one, and hopefully I won't get a duplicate. I want to try to get every single fur. That would be insane. That's what I said for the bears, though, and I'm currently almost 20k into a grind, so... Alright, so I had to pick one casual hunting trophy of the year. I had to do at least one. I can't do only grinding trophies, man. And if I had to pick one casual hunting trophy this year as my favorite, I think it would be my Diamond Level 4 Bighorn Ram. just because of how it happened. You know, I completely didn't expect to get a trophy. It was right after they remodeled the Bighorn Ram with the ski ridge, and I decided to head over to Silver Ridge Peaks. This is when I'd make the casual hunting videos like freaking crazy. They'd only get like 500 views. Comment casual hunt down below if you think I should bring the casual hunts back, even if it's just once a month. You know, it was so crazy because I seen it was a 4, didn't even get shocked. I looked at the estimate and I like double taked it, and I was like, that's a guaranteed diamond level 4. I was like freaking out. I was like, there's no way. But yeah, it is. Apparently those are a thing. I never really got into the ram hunting until I made the switch to PC, and now I love them. Like, I want to hunt them IRL. I love them so much. They're so cool looking. I think it scored over 200, 206, I believe. You guys will be able to see all the scores with the Trophy Lodge overlays. But yeah, such a freaking cool trophy, dude. It was. My gosh, man. I was freaking out. I was freaking out over it, yeah, for sure. That's probably the casual hunt trophy of the year. If not, then maybe my level, I think it was a 6. Albino raccoon dog that I got off of this map, Sells Weezin, comes pretty dang close. I've had some other cool trophies throughout the year, but that one was my favorite. The level 4 ram, just because of how it happened, man. It just showed up. I was like, there's no way that's a diamond. And then coming in at number 3 here on our list today, as we long shot this black grouse here, is going to be my super rare, super even leucistic mule deer diamond. This is that trophy that comes very, very close as my favorite trophy ever, competing with my super rare whitetail, the melanistic one. And the reason for that is A, because it's a mule deer super rare, but B, because look how even this rack is. The sticker on the right side, he's got it on the left. The split tine on the right side, he's got it on the left. He's perfectly symmetrical. Perfectly meaning there's no differences. Not that the naked eye can see, at least. Which is extremely rare with the true rack system. He scored 330 flat, I'll never forget the score. And oh my goodness, guys, I mean, just such an insane trophy. It took me probably 10,000 mule deer to get him. I think that would be my 3rd mule deer super rare. I have, I believe, an albino super rare. I have another leucistic super rare. Still yet to get a melanistic or a piebald super rare, but still on the grind for it. But yeah, that leucistic is right in my main back room. It'll never move. It's going to stay there forever. One of my favorite trophies, not only of 2025, but of all time, in all of my 8 years. Coming in at number 2 here on our list today is going to be my drop tine rack whitetail deer. The coolest whitetail I've ever shot in this game, hands down, besides my super rare, obviously. I say all my trophies are the coolest trophies I've ever shot because they are. I mean, the rack is insane. I spawned this and shot this in a video. That's the crazy thing. I was doing a Great One challenge. I played for a few hours. I was just getting tiny respawns, so I was like, what better video idea? Next thing I know, yeah, there really is a Great One on my map. I was freaking out. Could not believe it. Honestly, I think one of my best reactions for a Great One. You guys definitely want to go check that video out. But I mean, look at that trophy. What better trophy, man. The drop tines are just so insane. That's my favorite whitetail. I do have a big rack, a cluster rack, a Kingsco rack, whatever you call it. But the drop tine's my favorite, man. Unless I ever get a typical, it'll probably remain my favorite. Amazing trophy. Could not be any happier with it. And then last but most definitely not least, not only my favorite trophy probably of all time, my favorite trophy of this year for sure, my favorite moment on YouTube of this year, is going to be my IRL buck. A little bit further than 20, but I had that in mind. My friends, it was meant to be. It was a good, clean, and ethical double lung shot. I aimed just a tiny little bit high, as you can see in the slow motions there, just in case. I mean, he was closer to that 30-yard mark, but honestly, he couldn't have been any further than 22 or 23. Still a beautiful, ethical shot, and I could not be any more thankful to be able to harvest this buck today. I've never even managed to get one of my IRL hunts on camera this well, and I'd say I did a really good job documenting the IRL hunt this year. The hunt went very, very well. We actually managed to come back and get the buck that was standing next to him in that video. I got him skull mounted upstairs, I shot him with a crossbow, and as a 16-year-old who hunts in really pressured areas, because it's Michigan, everybody and their kid hunts, and everybody and their kid shoots spike horns, and most of us just hunt for the meat here in Michigan, so unless you got like a farm, not even a fenced-in one, just like a farm with a lot of land where the deer will stay, and you don't really got to worry about neighbors, then chances are you're going to be competing with other people. You're going to be competing with your neighbors that have an 8-year-old kid that goes out and shoots spike horns. I used to shoot spike horns too. We all do, man. My first ever deer was a doe. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's a struggle for the deer to live past 2 years in Michigan, which makes it so that way finding an actual, good size 110 plus inch whitetail is a big challenge. I'd say my 8-point probably scored 90, which is pretty dang good for me, man. It's not my biggest 8-point, but it is my second to biggest. The ridge on his rack was beautiful, and I could not be more satisfied with this year's hunt. I do have that whole hunt documented on my YouTube channel. I will leave the link to that video down below, or if you stay until the very last moment of the YouTube video, it pops up at the end of every single YouTube video, so you can just click off of this video, and it'll be on screen for you. So without further ado, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching today. It's been a very nice little casual hunt this morning. Nice to be back out here in Salzwiesen, despite the fact that we were on a extremely lag server. I guess being on a lag server is better than being on a modded server, right? So yeah, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me as always. Happy New Year once again. My name is Squid. You're watching Squidster Outdoors, and we'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.